Who's this? What's going on? What is this? What is this?
What's going on? What is this?
Can you can hear me? Hey, Fade. Good to see you. Good to see you, Fade. Ugh, I did something very stupid yesterday. That's what I did. Ugh. My sleep schedule has been all sorts. Hasn't been great, but it's been so. I keep going to bed late, waking up early, and then falling asleep in the middle of the day. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fix that yesterday. And I tried it, and I made everything so much worse. I made everything so much worse. And so I was like, so today I was like, I don't want to do that again because it made everything worse. Everything went wrong. Ugh. So that's what's been up. But I'm here. Yeah. Yeah. I find, if you find it's best to not try and force it because if you do, it just goes from bad to worse very quickly. Yeah, I remember. That's a story for another time. Yeah. Ooh, boy. Man. Nelly! Good to see you, Nell. How's it going? Yeah, I was just so burnt out. I stayed up all night yesterday. I barely got any sleep, so I was just like, and I was like, oh, this is the worst. This is the worst. This is the worst feeling. I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to do this no more. I am good. I'm very good. I'm up now. I'm up. I had yeah. I had a weird dream about I dreamt a fictional episode of Phineas and Ferb. I don't know why. Okay, so I had this dream where I was watching an episode of Phineas and Ferb. And the premise was that Phineas and Ferb. Are you gonna? I'm not. You can talk about what's going on. I had this dream. Okay, yes, but the dream was that Phineas and Ferb make a new friend, Carl Malone, and the premise is that that Carl likes Phineas, but he doesn't like Ferb, and that's creating tension with the brothers because it's back. And Tato, hey yo, yeah, it's been on my mind because the season it just came back, Phineas and Ferb. Tato, hey yo, so what's everybody? How's the local girl boss? Are you girl bossing it up? It is nearly midnight for me. How are you today, Nelly? Tato is currently What are you selling again, Tato? I forget what it was. It's is it like it, it's of course you are. Um, what are you selling again, Tato? I forgot what you're. Uh, Garth Marenghi. Is it very fun? What was it too? I can draw something else. I'm just so there's I'm trying to see if I can explain what who Garth Marenghi is. Oh, very fun. Oh, boo! What is that garbage? What? I guess it's good to say. What? Hey! How's it going? Good to see ya. Yeah, real. Hey! Good to see ya. Yeah, that's a real bra moment for me. That what is that? That's a lot. God, I've been tired. God. Ugh. How many hours? How many? Because it average. Let's see. How many hours do I have? I bet mine is ridiculous. Ridiculous. How many hours do I have of screen time? Okay. Oh, I'm apparently 6% down from last week. That's awesome. You want? Okay. You know how much I have? Mine is 10 hours. I have 10 hours. Apparently, I was on 2 hours. Is oh my god, that's so cool. Did people like it? Joseph Cockburn. No, Cockburn. Ugh. Fade, you must really, really, really love band if you're up for doing stuff like that. I am excited to see. Let's see. I'm excited to see. I've never done an art competition before. I'm sure I'd lose, but... Yeah, A does all the cool things. I'm working on a D&D campaign, and A is going to be one of the players, if I can get a few other together. Hopefully we'll... I'm aiming for maybe next week, but we'll see. To officially start, but we'll see. I want to ask... I want to ask some other people. It's a D&T campaign I wrote, so it'll be full of skeletons. Oh, nice! That's so funny. Nice making it to 101. That... This is hardly... They didn't have the sketchbooks I like at Barnes & Noble. This is... I'm frustrated. I don't like this paper as much. I'm frustrated. I don't like this paper as much. Okay. Okay. Oh, so this is the judge response to A's drawing. Oh, that's so cool. Let's see. Check, 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 check. I'm so impressed by this fantastic work. Can't wait to see. Wow. Hey, you're killing it. Look at this. Look at this. This is the drawing. Look at that. Look how cool that is. A eats. Yeah. Look. Ah. Oh, man. I don't like these books as much as the normal ones I get. Listen, I have a routine that I'm used to, and any variation from the routine throws me off. But they were out of the type of book I like, so I got this one instead. Ooh, why can't... Oh, that's annoying. So what, so Tato, what does summer look like? Sorry, okay, let's see now. Let's see what... come on, there we go. Oh, that's super cool. This is I love your style, Nelly. I don't think that's a really cool style. That is fire. Yeah, I agree. That is fire. Absolutely. Really? Oh, that's bogus. That's bogus. Well, you should have your own state fair. Blackjack. So, Tato, what has summer been like for you? Oh, that sucks. Do you think? Do you think it's because I was thinking the state fair people might freak out. Might freak out because it looks like a demon, but I don't know. It's the only thing I can think of. I probably have a very reductive view on people who go to state fairs. That is bull. So Tato, how has? Okay, then it's just total bull. I mean, it would have been bull beforehand, but it's super bull now. So Tato, what have you been doing this summer? This terrible electronics-free summer. Tato, of course I want to hear it. What are you talking about? Of course I want to hear it. I super can't decide what I want to draw tonight. This probably won't be the longest stream I've ever done. Just enough to prove that I'm still alive. Okay. God, I've been. Okay. Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. No, 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 no. Vent away. That is bull. That is extra bull. No. I agree with you. You can't do like you can't do a little. No, I agree with you 100%. That is bull. Did I ever tell you guys I used to judge high school debate clubs? I used to have that was not actually a bad job for I used to do that for a while. I, and I remember uh, I remember occasionally, man, it always sucked when like one kid was obviously gonna win because it was like it always sucked because it's like you because you have to tell the kid why they lost, which was not fun to do because sometimes kids cried and that wasn't super fun. I tried to be nice about it. But what I'm saying is those judges are cowards, and if they don't want to do the extra 5 minutes of giving you your thing, then they're cowards and they're lazy. I had to make a kid cry. I was instructed by the state to do this. No, because on that occasion, it sucked because on that occasion, the kid was really good at debate. He was like really good at debate, but he totally got blindsided by a strategy another kid pulled, and he just couldn't like he he, he just like yeah. Let's see. um and just frankly the other kid like kind of outplayed him and you're yeah, that's very yes, it's a very good job. Yeah, you're still in. Okay. You know, I can see Fade. Everything everything you say pops up for me. You know, I could see it, right? Okay, tell the story. Oh, that's. I'm getting madder for you, That I'm getting madder for you. That's bull. That's bull too. No, no, I figured it out. I can usually guess what people mean. Yeah, I'm getting madder for you. That is. Yeah. Okay. Upset that no, I am frustrated for you on that that they're pulling that bull. Yeah. It's been fine. My sleep. I was. I have a boring story about how stupid my sleep schedule got yesterday, but I went to the mall today. You know, it's so boring. It's just I went to the mall today partly because I wanted to pick up a new sketchbook, and I'm frustrated because the type of sketchbook I like isn't there right now. They were out of it, and so I got a different brand, and I am frustrated because it's this one I'm using right now. I'm frustrated because it feels different. I don't like it as much as my usual brand. It's not really like the most compelling of narratives, I must admit, but it is what's going on. I got some writing done today. I don't know. My life is boring. I got some good writing done today. Made some progress with some projects I'm working on, including. I don't like it as much, Fade. I don't like it as much, including the compendium short stories I'm writing. Yes, happy to. Oh yes, it is officially tomorrow. Haha. I'm writing to go along with the campaign. I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to decide who I want to invite to the campaign. It's I have a few people. I just need to reach out to them. I was kind of actually hoping. It just turned. Oh, sweet. Oh, that's good, right? You that's the reaction you wanted. Yeah. So I got some writing done. I promised this writing. I signed up for early note giving for my writing class. And I think I'm going to go with the compendium piece I'm writing for the campaign. Please do. I had an idea today for a serial, but it's hard to explain. Well, it's not hard to explain. It's just for ongoing writing project. Okay, Tato. No, of course we want to. Ooh, Achilles. Okay, let's see. The howl of the dog roars behind us. Footsteps creep closer and closer. If we get to the river, we will be home free, but he is slowing me down. If we don't pick up the pace, we'll be caught. Brought back there, tortured. I can't go through that, not again. He wants us to stop. We can't. They're on our trail. Is this how life will be, even when we are free? No. I won't live like this. I can't live like this. We're almost to the river. We need to hurry. They are maybe 7 minutes away, yet he wants to stop. No. We will end this here, at the river, gently bringing him into the river, crossing him smoothly. I don't want to say goodbye, but the strong must survive, and the weak must die. Oh, wow, you went there. Quickly, I plunge him under the water, waiting. 10, he's confused. 9, 8, he starts to put 2 and 2 together. 7, 6, 5, the splashing almost becomes too much. 4, 3, 2, the struggling becomes faint. 1, the splashing stops. He's gone. The sounds of the dogs grow closer. I must leave. I must turn back once more to see his lifeless body floating in the water. Oh, dang. I'm sorry, my son. That's brutal. That is brutal. That is brutal. Okay. You're very good. A. Very good. I mean, but you get. Okay. You guys are twist around. You guys are reading right now. I'm super dyslexic. Hey, I'm super dyslexic. Ooh, very cool. My voice is a little bit tired, honestly. My voice is a little bit tired, honestly. Teeny tiny. Tiniest of the teens, anyway. Okay. You guys want to hear this idea I had for a story? Okay. It is. It's hitting hard right now. Uh, anyways. I decided I wanted to include bee people in my story. I just like the idea now of there being bee people. Bee people. I mean, you can communicate any way you want. Would you prefer if we communicate all in the specific? Okay. No, I'm on the edge of my seat, even though I think I know what's gonna happen. Or is it the... Or is it the perfect way? I miss my old paper. But they didn't have the book I like, the type of books I like. I am on pins and needles. Oh, yeah. I like your... Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, that's kind of my feeling too. Well, because... anyways, it's... Faye, but when Armageddon happens only... Buckle! It is art. It is art. Nothing much, just hanging out. How's it going with you, friend? Just vibe. Yeah, that's just the vibe. That's good. Okay. So did this little snitch spoiled your spot? It's just you? Ooh. Yeah. Yes, it does. I believe. Oh, I'm streaming on YouTube. This is a dual stream. There we go. Frankly, I'm a bit confused too. I'm a bit confused too, Fade, but I'm vibing with whatever A's putting down. Yeah. Definitely crazy seeing me here. What? 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 How's it going? If you guys aren't following Buckle, you should. They make fun stuff. We are talking, I guess, about religion. My position on religion is people are allowed to follow what they want to follow and just be cool about it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, it's the old wager. Here, it's the old wager. Hey, Chewy, good to see you. How's it going? Uh, yeah. Listen, it's the old wager. Yeah. Could you say, okay? You know, hey, if I was actually talking, if I was actually judging your rating, I would say, I would see. Eh, you're using 6 words when one word would be more effective. I feel this. You're using 6 words when one word would be more effective, and longer does not equate to better. So how's it going, Chewy? How is life? Okay, I'm waiting on pins and needles, Fade, for all this. I don't know, just I don't know. This picture I found on Pinterest. I don't know. I thought it looked good. Thought I'd try to draw it. Can't quite get the no. It sounds plenty dramatic. I don't know if this is. I don't know if this is like somebody famous or anything. I just thought it looked cool, so I'm trying to draw it. Yeah, I agree with Fade. It feels worse. Hey. Okay. Yeah. So Chewy, how are things going? Does feel very fun. Okay, we're good. We're good. That's really awesome, Chewy. I'm excited. I'm excited to hear that. Yes, you know. Okay, if we get like tracker body, it's like ugh, this looks so bad. It's like here is fine. Here is fine, but here, some it's 12:37 for me. What? No, go on. see, we're in the same time now. We're in the same time zone. I still think you're using your reading comprehension skills quite well. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Should we let's yeah. That's good. I'm also just tired. Yeah, that's right. I should. I'm just tired. I've had a long few days. That's good practical advice. I've had a long few days and I'm just tired. Or let's move into straight Latin. Hey, never, good to see you. Let's just move into straight Latin. E peribus ad nunum. Invictus. Yeah, that's the right way to approach things. The world is tired. Everybody's tired. E plenibus unum et... Ah, man, I can't do it. I was like, why did I think I could? I can barely speak the word mouth things that I speak already. I used to... It's been a... Yeah, it's been a weird weekend for me. I don't know. I did something... Is this your friend? Yeah. It's fine. And Tato, I think this is, by the way, very justifiable angst. I think this is very justifiable angst. By the way, Tato, I think you're very justified in being angsting over this. This is... Because I think, if I could put on a serious hat for just a moment, I think this is a very important part of... If I could put a very serious hat on for just a moment and talk about my feelings. Oh, and it just never ends, eh? It just never ends. It just becomes your mid-20s angst and then your middle-aged angst. It doesn't go away. It just, the forms it takes changes subtly. Instead of angsting to your friend, you're just sitting alone. You're sitting alone in you're sitting alone in the middle of the night, drinking wine and watching TV and going like, is this where my life is going? What am I supposed to be doing? Yeah. Yeah. But I think, Fade, Tato, if I could, you are going through something really important right now. As a teenager, you're deciding what your life is going to be and what your priorities and what your morals are. And, that's the thing everybody has to go through. And, you're deciding kind of what your spirituality is going to be, and it's like, it sucks that, like, one, that got exposed by people before you were ready to talk about it, and two, that now it's now whatever the path is being forced upon you instead of you naturally coming to it. I think it's very I don't know. Okay. Hey, you're a nice person. I only, I only, I hope only, I hope you have a very restful sleep. I hope you have a very restful sleep. So what are you up to? Never. I, oh, Tato is having some drama with very Christian parents, and I think it is not great. It's not drama. I don't know. Drama feels so trivial. So the normal. Yeah, it feels so trivial for what it actually is. It's a bummer. So some friend, I get a sense, Tato, that some friend, so your friend ratted you out when you confessed to them. Some girl ratted you out when you confessed to them in Bible school. Yeah, yeah. Drama is it's there's more to it than that. Yeah, drama. I don't know. It's such a trivial term. Like they're important things in people's life. Yeah. Oh, thank God. Thank God you haven't been exposed as an atheist. Thank Jesus. Very good. Yeah. And that's you know what, Chewy? That's the exact right way to approach it. That's the exact right way to approach it. I think that too. That's, that's the way a real Christian would do it, including that um, the bearded guy. Yeah. Well, Chewy, but how? Yeah. But Chewy, how will they prove that they're better than other people if they can't use their religion to force their thoughts? Yeah. Listen, but Chewy, you have to. Religion is all about being better than everybody else. That's the point of. Yeah. I mean, religion is a convenient way to start wars, even though that's almost never the real reason why they want to start a war. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I have. I don't know. Did I ever tell you guys about my aunt, she was a former nun, and she is a handful to deal with. Yes. No, she is like legit she was a former nun. Yeah. I mean, I think everybody, religion is such a personal thing. Also, I mean, the core tenets of religion are, um, of Christianity are pretty simple, and they're all, and I think as long as you follow those, the that's all you really need to worry about, right? Like, I don't know. That's my general belief. Those kind of, I mean, like, anyways, yeah. Oh no, she's. Oh no, 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 never. She's still very religious, very religious. But her mom got sick. My grandma got sick, so she had to leave the nunnery to help her. And according to my mom, the nuns were very glad to see her go because she was very. She is a form. She's no longer a nun, but she left the nunnery. She left. Yeah, yeah. No, it's not. But the nuns were also very happy to see her leave because she was so. This is the real funny one. She was so like demanding that the nuns found her too much. Yeah. Fade. What I find at least. Also, hey Hugo, good to see you. Uh-huh. What I find, anyways, we're talking. Yeah. What I find though, Fade, is a lot of people have ever. There are a lot of people out there who have never really mentally aged past 16. Yeah. Yeah, have never really aged mentally past 16, and they still behave. Yeah. Parents. Yeah. I agree. I agree with that. That's one of those things. You. It's like It's yeah. No, I'm not really talking about that. I'm just talking. There are people who behave very much like 16-year-olds, even though they're like they're ostensibly full-grown adults, in that that was they stopped really. Um, I mean it more like that. I mean it more like they behave very much like teenagers, even when they're in their 30s, and it's very surprising. It's very yeah, yeah. Mike, yeah, yeah. Well, it's also one of those things where it's like there are different. Yeah, Mike Tyson is. And Jake Paul totally proved himself a badass when he beat up Mike Tyson. That's what he did. He totally proved himself a badass, and he's a real boxer because he beat Mike Tyson when Mike Tyson was near 60 years old. Yeah. Yeah, 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 exactly. It's yeah. I don't mean like to despair people who have like developmental disabilities. I just mean there are people who have the mature who behave like teenagers well into their middle age. It's quite surprising. Oh, well, it's okay then. Yeah, like it's so yeah. My dad was super conservative, and I was honestly that did create a lot of tension in the house when we would argue about politics too much. And we eventually, yeah, yes, yes, do chew it. We would argue it. I would argue, I would argue a lot about politics with him, but he never really like that. That was never a conversation. It was like, yeah, yeah. Yeah. No, it's especially old for a fighter. Listen, like fighters, yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, fighters fighters start talking retirement at the age of 30. It's yeah, and especially like it's infuriating because I could have made a lot of money bidding on that. What are you talking about? He sounds very charming, very cool, very very yeah. That sounds very charming, very cool, very yeah. Stepdad. Yeah, uh, man, they protest in LA all the time. I don't know. It's just you can. Okay. I think you're smarter than you give yourself credit for, Fade. Yeah. Yeah. If it, they, I lived in LA, man. They protest all the time. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah. And that very cool parade that Trump is throwing for himself. Um. Yeah. I mean, I lived. Well, yeah, but that's just because the environment. But is dying. Uh, we do. I'm a supporter of the gays. Uh, what was I saying? Oh yeah. My mom is particularly incensed. My mom hates Elon Musk like with a passion. And one thing she's been particularly incensed by is this parade because all the money that the money Musk saved on Doge, it's about the same cost as this parade is going to be. So like, if, yeah, that's so funny. I miss LA, honestly. I made I made really good friends when I was in LA. I met a lot of really cool people with it was when I lived in LA. I still think about moving back there all the time. But it's expensive. It's expensive. That's the main reason I left. It's just so expensive, and I don't necessarily have the money to afford it at the moment. Yeah, it is. It is both. Yeah, it's good. It's good for creative people. I do have friends. No real life friends. Oh. Well, we're here to hang out. Yeah, it's a good place. I like. I don't know. I met friends. I met people. You know, because there's so many. When especially like you're a film guy, there's just so many people who are like you who moved to LA who wanted to be film people. Yeah, but I made like really good. I made really good friends. It was the first time. I mean, I mostly talk to you guys. I always try and explain this to people that I have a fairly active social life, but it's all online now, and nobody believes me. Yeah, it's expensive. Two things I don't like about LA. Two things I don't like about LA. It's really expensive, and you have to. It takes forever to drive everywhere. Yeah. Really? All you people. What's this? No. I mean, that's always the hard thing about. I don't know. That's always the hard thing about it is like you don't want to be too pushy because if you're pushy, they'll go further in. You know what I mean? Like they'll they'll try and rebel and commit more. But yeah, yeah. How dare you? How dare you? Chewy, Steve Carell. Steve Carell legally owns that joke. Steve Carell legally owns that joke. You have to pay Steve Carell money to do that bit. No, but I don't know. You don't want to be too pushy because it's like I don't know. Steve Carell legally owns that. That is his joke. It's the brand of his barbecue sauce. That's what she said barbecue. I'm now picturing like I don't know. I was watching with something with Steve Carell in it recently, and I was like, oh, he's great. What was I watching? Oh, I rewatched Anchorman a few days ago. Daughter Beast. So you're Chewie's daughter? This sounds like a fan fiction. You found each other after all these years. No one does. Ugh. See your kids, Elon. See your mother effing kids. Or don't. Maybe, I don't know. They don't seem to really want to have anything to do with them anymore. But see your kids. Stop having like 7 new ones and be a father to the ones you already have. You what? You're that big? Who's the is the president of Ireland somebody important? I don't know. I don't even know who. Okay. Ugh. This fe- Do you guys want to hear this story idea I came up with today? Because it's a weird it's kind of a weird little idea. Yay! Um, who was King Richard's wife? Do you guys think King Richard was straight? I don't know. Some people say he wasn't. Probably, probably no way to prove it one way or another. Oh, he did date you. Oh, okay. You guys are so weird. I love this so much. I'm having fun. I'm having fun. I like the idea that it's like that the Mr. Beast do it. That the title of Mr. Beast is like it's inherited through like if you can kill the current Mr. Beast, you become Mr. Beast. It's inherited through it's been going on for hundreds of years, and it's a trial of blood. It's like I have no. Yeah. So I had this idea for a story. I think I've lost complete control. It's okay. I'm just enjoying it. I'm just enjoying it. See, the problem with this is I don't actually know enough about like online internet people to like comment exactly. I know who Mr. Beast is, but I don't know, and I know vaguely what he does, but it's like I don't know enough to actually like give a concise answer. Good, I'm good. I agree, Tato. I agree. I'm very confused, but I'm confused as well, Tato. I'm confused as well. I am as well, Tato. I'm very scared. I'm matching your emotions right now. I'm very scared. I'm not sure what to do. It is funny being on the other side of somebody hijacking a stream. I've done that to people a lot, so it's funny being on the other side of it. I remember I went in to clone. Are you guys trying to clone Elon Musk? Don't clone Elon Musk. We have too many Elon Musks in the world. I don't know. I don't know. To anybody watching in the future, I've conceded. I've conceded the ground. I don't know. I'm lost. This sounds like a pretty wild fanfic. I have to admit. Uh. Yeah. 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 Mr. Beast. Omegaverse stuff. Sure. Let's do that. Today. So Tato, any Tato? I have a recommendation for you. If you have you watched? Uh, who's seen Murderbot yet? Since you like Severance so much, Murderbot might be up your alley. Okay, I'm confused. I'm okay. Yeah, that might. I've been really liking that so far. See, the problem is I don't have the cultural reference to jump in and be part of this bit. No, I got it, Fade. I got it. Don't worry. I got it. Don't worry. No, I get it, Fade. Don't worry. I get it. Hey, Fade. Welcome to the life of an improviser. You keep pushing the bit and pushing the bit until it gets into an awkward position, and then you feel weird about it. Fade, Tato, Chewy. Fade, Tato, Chewy. Have you guys ever done improv? I don't know. I feel like all three of you would probably really like doing improv. Good, good. Chewy, what? You're a drama kid? I couldn't tell. What? No. Yeah. Fade, I think you'd like it more than you. Here's the thing. Okay, if I could for a second. I was actually a very shy kid for a very long time. And then I started doing improv and I got a lot of confidence from doing it. So if yeah. So I feel like I always encourage people who maybe are like stage shy. Yeah, I know, but your stage You're stage shy. There's a difference. It's a difference from anyways. Sure. Should I? I've thought about I've thought about trying to teach improv online, but it's I don't know. Before since I who sure whoever you who's you uh do it. I mean if you're talking about me, sure, okay, I can say it. Sure, feel free. Yeah, sure. Sure, if you want to. Yeah, go ahead, draw me. I don't care. No. I don't know. I've been just I don't know. Truth be told, I was thinking of like starting my own improv theater at some point down the line, but I had been really thinking about trying to do it, but I don't know. It's a lot of work. I mean, I took improv when I was a kid, so I guys can't be making. I no. What is block bass? Okay, zip. Doesn't really work if you're not in a circle, is it? Zip. Aha! Zip. Zip. Zap. Zop. Zip, zap, zop. Would you do like the additions? Would you do like the extra stuff? We would always add. We'd always add like a million rules to that game after a while. Yeah, it doesn't really work online. It's like, what were yours? It's like, we had highway, motorcycle, rocket, detour. I don't think I've ever played that one. What is House Guest? There was Big Booty. Big Booty, Big Booty, Big Booty. Yeah. Big. Have you guys ever played Have you guys ever played Five Things? Yes, it's funny. So, have you guys ever? I'm just thinking of theater games I've played. Have you guys ever played? So, Five Things was an improv game we would do, and it's like, name me five things. Oh yeah. And then you point to somebody and you go like, name five types of dogs, and then you'd have to go like, yeah. Oh, I think we did a variation of that called I'm a Tree, where you start with like, I'm a tree, and then somebody joins you in the scene of like, I'm a dog under the tree, I'm the rain on the tree. You know, stuff like that. We did, that was the sort of version we did. Yeah. Have you guys ever looked into the history of the Kellogg brothers? That. Oh, maybe don't. Maybe don't. Now, sometimes I forget. Sometimes I have to mentally adjust. But that is they are that is a whole messed up story that is shockingly bleak. Oh man, I don't know if I can talk about it. Uh, okay, so uh, um, man, I don't know if it. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad, and it goes from bad to worse. The story, but I like me. You don't know. I used to be able to do that song entirely from memory. Another game we would used to play. Another game we would used to play is I forget what it's called. It's hot seat is one of the few. And okay, so the premise of the game is everybody stands in a circle, and the first person gets in and starts singing lyrics to a song they remember, and they have to keep singing until somebody tags them out, and then they have to start singing. And the two songs everybody could always do is just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. Oh, the movie, it never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. And then somebody... You're very kind. And then somebody would, of course, tag them out. And that was one I could always do. And the other one I can always do is Baby Got Back. I sang them convincingly, Fade. Yeah. I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. Don't anybody look at me. I was into that band for a half minute. What band am I? Lately, I've just been listening to Cake again. At some point, guys, I always end up going back to Cake. Oh yeah. Oh right, I forgot that's one of your things, Tato. Is you're super into Eminem. Uh, I mean, no. I mean, Eminem is good. There'll be periods where I listen to a lot of Eminem. Godzilla, Zilla. I can't do it. I'm trying to do the Godzilla rap, and it's just like. Anyways. Reluctantly crouch at the starting line. The engine is pumping in time. The lights go off, and the thing. But he's still striving, still doing the best that he can. Still doing the best that he can. Still going. The race is still home. Churning. Ah, there you go. Yearning for the cut. Yes, fade. Ha. Yeah, that's one of my favorite bands. Is Cake. I love that band so much. Do you guys want to hear the premise for a book I came up with today? I was thinking of maybe I could serialize this idea. Do you guys want to hear it? Because it kind of part of the deal is it needs a little bit of a buy-in from. I came up with this idea for a web serial today, but part of the premise of the story is there's a little bit of audience participation in it. Okay, so. I don't have all the details worked out, and I might not do this idea. But the basic idea is I call it OC World, or like OC Town, and it's the town that everybody's OCs lives in. After like you're done, after people are done with after like kids grow up. And people are done with them. Kids grow up and they stop like doing their OCs. OCs eventually retire and move into this OC town where everybody's OCs live. Go to bed, Fit. Go to bed. Okay, yeah. So that's kind of the premise. And I was thinking, the story is, I mean, admittedly, it's a little bit of a Barbie ripoff, but it's okay. A Barbie movie ripoff, but the story is one of the OCs decides to go to the real world to help out their now grown kid who made them, who's struggling. Is struggling. I don't have it totally worked out, but that's like the basic premise. Good night. And so, like, part of the idea is why I was bringing it up is like I was gonna like try and populate it with good night. I was gonna try and populate it with actual people's OCs. But yeah, that's the basic. It's a basic premise. So it's kind of like an OC goes to the real world. Sure. But like an OC goes to the real world to help the kid who created them now that they're an adult. And I was gonna try and populate it anyway. So that was the idea I came up with today. Was OC World? It was OC Town or something. I don't know. I don't have a great title for it, or exactly know what the story is gonna be. But that was kind of the basic premise. And it was like the town where all your old OCs live. Original character. Sure. I don't, I have like a million other projects I'm working on at the moment, but I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of that premise? Do you think that would be a fun one? I concede in many ways it's kind of a ripoff of the Barbie movie. I concede, although Barbie did not come up with that idea, come up with that plot, but it definitely, I was definitely inspired by that. Anyways, favorite, I don't know, Lose Yourself. I know that's like kind of a day one answer, but I did really like that song. I do think that's some of his sharpest writing. Yeah, let's lose yourself. Lose yourself. Or is there? Or is that? Is there another song called 8 Mile? It's been a while since I've seen that. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest, Tato. It's been I haven't seen Lose Yourself since I was like 14, so forgive me if I don't remember it. It was a very big movie when I was that was a very big event of a movie. Ah, yeah. Um, yes. A lot of his stuff is really good. It is 1:30. Let's see. How many minutes have we gone on? I'll try and hit the 2 hour mark. I usually go for about 2 hours. I'll try and hit the 2 hour mark. You have to lose yourself in the moment. One shot. Oh, I just want to draw one good. Anyways, I'm probably gonna do a writing stream next. If that's okay. I've got stuff to. I've got some stuff I want to work on. You know, I'm just gonna draw a goth who's like an actual mom, right? That's what I would do. I mean, maybe. I'm probably not going to finish anything today. I'm just trying to get this. Do it. Do it. I've been playing some music on here lately, and I got some copyright strikes, so I need to be careful again. I got striked by inexplicably. The thing I got struck by was SNL. SNL struck me, and I'm like, how dare you SNL strike me? That's such a crappy thing to do, SNL. I was trying to talk about I was I feel like I was talking up your achievements, SNL, and you're striking me. That's I'll. Remember, over on the Twitch, I have a request. No, it's that. No, it's fine. I don't care. I was just explaining that SNL was really good, and SNL had some really amazing, has some really amazing stuff in its past, and it's like I was talking about. I think I was like talking about Jack Handy's work. I'm gonna take it as read that you guys don't know who Jack Handy is, which is fine. He's not like he was more of a writer than a performer. But his stuff is always so. But I got very into Jack Handy as a writer. Oh, that's awesome, Chewy. That's really quite good. You guys want to hear some Jack Handy deep thoughts? So Jack Handy was is a writer in SNL, and he had this reoccurring segment called Deep Thoughts with Jack Handy, and these are some of them. Too bad when I was a kid there wasn't a guy in our class that everybody called the Cricket Boy. Because I could have liked to stand up in class and tell everybody, you can make fun of the Cricket Boy if you want to, but to me, he's just like everybody else. Then everybody would leave the Cricket Boy alone, and I'd invite him over to spend the night at my house. But after 5 minutes of that loud chirping, I'd have to kick him out. Maybe later we can get out a petition. Sorry. They're always so like. Anyway, get that. When the chairman introduced the guest speaker as a former legal alien, I got up from my chair and yelled, "What's the matter? No jobs on Mars?" When no one laughed, I was really embarrassed. I don't think people should make. Sorry, I always forget how insane they are. Oh my god. Okay. When the age of the Vikings came to a close, they must have sensed it. Probably they gathered together one evening, slapped each other in the back, and said, "Hey, good." Okay. In weightlifting, I don't think sudden. Okay, let me find. Okay. At first, I thought if I were Superman, a perfect secret identity would be Clark Kent Dentist, because you could save money on tooth X-rays. But then I thought, if a patient, if a patient said, "How's my back tooth?" and just looked at it with your X-ray vision and said, "Oh, it's okay," and then the patient would say, "Hey, aren't you gonna take an X-ray, stupid?" And you say, "I did," and then he wouldn't probably even pay his. Sorry. I like Jack Handy's. Sorry, I always forget how strange they are. Contrary to what most people say, the most dangerous animal in the world is not the lion or the tiger or even the elephant. It's a shark riding on the elephant's back, just trampling and eating everything they see. Oh. Sorry. Yes, I like Jack Handy's writing a lot. They're also. I have this character in this thing I'm writing, and I'm trying to write it like Jack Handy. I'm trying to have her be like she says like Jack Handy-esque things. I can just never get the tone right. I'm always struggling with that. So sorry. It's like there's one where it's like he takes his nephew to Disneyland. He's like, I think it's really important that we should take our. I really want to take my nephew to Disneyland, and then it's but I like tricks, so I sent I set up a fake Disneyland in the middle of a warehouse that was abandoned and just had a few mattresses. And I kept saying to him, "This is Disneyland. This is Disneyland. It burnt down years ago because you were bad." And then after he cried, I was going to take him to the real Disneyland, but it was late, so we just went back home. It's just stuff like that. It's always just weird. Anyways, yes, I like Jack Handy a lot as a writer. He was I don't know. He was an SNL guy. He was part of in my opinion, one of the best casts, which was the Phil Hartman led cast. Anyways, yeah, he writes. Yeah, if you get a chance, try and find a collection of Jack Handy deep thoughts in like your bookstore in a bookstore or something. He periodically. Okay, one more. I wish a robot would get elected president. That way, when he came to. I wish a robot would get elected president. That way, when he came to town, we could all take a shot at him and not feel too bad. I wish a robot would get elected president. That way, when he came to town, we could all take a shot at him and not feel too bad. Martha says the interesting thing about fly fishing is that it's two lives connected by a thin. Okay. Martha says that the interesting thing about fly fishing is that it's two lives connected by a thin strand. Come on, Martha. Grow up. Too bad there's not such a thing as a golden skunk, because you'd probably be pretty proud to be Spanish. Sorry, I keep blowing the punchline. Too bad there's no such thing as a golden skunk, because you'd probably be too proud. Too bad there's not such a thing as a golden skunk, because you'd probably be proud to be sprayed by one. Anyways. Yeah. I was like, what? Sorry, I'm just reading more of these. They're all so weird. Sorry, I'll be cool. Of all the imaginary friends I've had, I don't think there was one that I didn't end up. Of all the last one. Of all the imaginary friends I've had, I don't think there was one that I didn't end up having to kill. Anyway. This has been Deep Thoughts with Jack Handy. Sorry. Sorry, I didn't think I was gonna break like that so many times reading them. I was like, it's just like, but I always forget how weird they get, because it's like initially it's like okay, yeah, they're kind of goofy in this, like. Sorry. Yeah. He also wrote one of my favorite SNL sketches ever, which is called Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer. I want to play it, but it's. I think it's showing that one is what got me in trouble with YouTube. Unfrozen cave. He used to be a caveman. Now he is a lawyer. He's Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer. Yeah, I would play it. I would, but it's just like it got me. I got a strike. I have a strike right now. I have a copyright strike right now. Anyways. Uh, Too Many Cook? Is it Too Many Cooks? I've seen a lot of SNL in my life. I'm just trying to remember exactly which one that was. I was very obsessed with SNL as a teenager. I used to watch the best ofs all the time. Yeah, that was an Adult Swim thing. That wasn't SNL. That was an adult. I love Too Many Cooks. Too many cooks. Too. God. Yeah. You should. They have so many great ones on Adult Swim. There's so many great ones. Yeah. I was also very obsessed with Adult Swim. Yeah, I knew exactly what you meant. Yeah, yeah. Uh, no, because at that time, if SNL ever did something that hit that cool, it would be a big accomplishment. If SNL ever did something that cool at that particular time, that was a little bit of a doldrum. Anyways, but yes, I love Adult Swim so much. I was so obsessed with Adult Swim. I still am in some ways obsessed with Adult Swim. I do watch. If I'm up late at night and I have cable, if I have cable, I usually watch it. I just did a whole. I just wrote a whole thing about um, adult about adults. You got have you what are your favorite shows with Adult Swim? Uh, if you haven't got a chance, you should check out Joe Pera Talks with You. It's the most unadult Swim show ever, but it's beautiful, and I love it so much. Um, and if you want to watch something freaky, look up. If you want to watch something kind of freaky, look up. Oh, there's so many things. Uh, but Chewy. You should really look up Chewy. Tato too. I'm confident in recommending this to most people of ages. Watch. Try and watch Joe Pera Talks with You. It's a show. It's it's a show. It's a really unique show that it is so different from what you think an Adult Swim show is. That it's hard to explain, but it does something kind of beautiful, and I not enough people watched it when it was coming on because it was so un-Adult Swim. Uh, yes, I have. I liked Mr. Pickle. Yeah, Mr. Pickles was good. I think. What are some of the other ones that they did? Let's see, I'm now gonna have to look it up because I. Because honestly, they have so many good shows. It's kind of ridiculous. Oh. So I have, you know, what I do. I have a VPN set up, and I always set it to like England, so I can get more protected by European tracking laws. But they make you jump through hoops. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh, home movies. That was one of my favorite. I loved home movies. Why is this not working? Why is this not updating? That's weird. Oh, well, I don't know why it's. Let's see. C Lab 2021. Is another one of my favorites. You can tell I'm older, right? You can tell I'm older because it's like I've seen a bunch of shows. Good night, Tato. I've seen a bunch of these old shows. Oh my god, I loved Harvey Birdman so much. Venture Brothers was a favorite. Let's see, Frisky Dingo. Oh, Metalocalypse. Uh, Titan Maximum. That was such a fun show. I've been rewatching China Illinois lately. I've been rewatching China Illinois. Um, Ball Masters. You know, Tukey and Bertie. You know, I didn't watch that originally, Tukey and Bertie, but I started watching it more. And I started watching it as it was being rerun on Adult Swim. I know it started as a Netflix show because I think it was like a what was it? I think it's made by one of the former animators at BoJack Horseman because it has kind of a similar style, honestly, but animation style. But I was watching that and I was like, I think that is such an underrated show, Tukey and Birdie. Smiling Friends, obviously. Uh, Anyways, a lot of good stuff on here. Probably time, yeah. Probably time for me to go to bed. Yes, it is. Yeah, that's an Adult Swim show. Yeah, Adult Swim always has a pretty good, I think, grasp on up and coming people. Oh no! Oh what? No! Don't do. The official position of this channel is I'm against crime. Officially. Officially, I'm against crime. Yes. It's... I think, personally, in my opinion, at least, piracy is a complicated subject. There are pros and negatives to it. And it's not a simple good versus evil thing, but especially with, like, Warner Brothers, like, screw them. Yeah, sure, whatever. Warner Brothers got rid of Infinity Train, which was an absolute masterpiece because they wanted it as a tax write-off, and now the only way to watch it is if you pirated it. So screw them. Screw them. Screw you, David Zasloff. It's complicated, Chewy. It's more complicated than that. There's levels to this, but it's not as cut and dry as people think it is. But I would say this. It's complicated. So it's not as, this is good, this is bad. It is, thing exists, there is repercussions on, there is both positive and negative repercussions. So it's not, but if you say theoretically like animation, I'll throw this out there. Most of the people in animation do not get paid the amount of money, do not get paid residuals for it being run. Do not get paid. So, okay, so the reason it's a little thorny with television is because people do get paid residuals for rerunning stuff, for reruns, and that's the way a lot of like creative people actually make most of their money, is off these residuals. They don't do that in animation. People in animation do not get paid residuals for their stuff. Like animators, voice actors, writers don't really get paid. Like writers get paid some residuals, but not as much. And there's there's reasons for it, and there's reason. So, Chewy, I'm gonna blow a secret for you. Chewy. Do you want to hear a secret of the way at least U.S. shows are structured? Okay. This is going to put in context some stuff that may might seem strange and out of the way. Have you ever noticed that a lot of animated shows get canceled at around 60 episodes? Think back. It's usually around 60 episodes. It's very rare. Disney especially likes to do this. They like to cancel it around 60. Look through it, and you'll notice that a lot of shows get canceled at about 60 episodes. Okay, the reason for that is, Chewy, the reason they do that is because rules and contracts that they've signed with union representatives for animation state that 60 episodes counts as a season. Why is that important? Because once they hit season 2, the residuals are supposed to kick in and increase. So a lot of writers theoretically would get paid quite a bit higher from residuals. So that means every time it's rerun, these episodes are rerun, they would make some good money. So what they do is they negotiate it for 60 episodes, and they claim legally it's just one season. This is just the first season, and then they cancel it after that. So if you ever notice a show goes off mysteriously early, it's like, why? This was a big show. Why did they cancel it after like 4 seasons? It's because it wasn't 4 seasons. It was one season legally, and they don't want to pay writers and artists the higher residuals they would get after the first season. That's what they're doing. Disney loves this, by the way. Look through a lot of Disney shows. You'll notice that they go on for about 60 episodes usually. It's very rare for a Disney show to go past 60 episodes. A Disney animated show to go past 60 episodes. Disney, by the way, is the one who's really pushing for like trying to like get actors' residuals screwed over and stuff like that. So it's why like yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. So if you ever notice that a show got canceled mysteriously early, it's because of that. It's because after they go past 60, suddenly there's a bunch of pay bumps that creative people will get, and they don't want to pay that. Yeah. Old Uncle Walt didn't get to where he was in the world, Chewie, by paying people what they deserved. Cheery father of America's childhood, Union Buster. Have you ever looked up pictures from the Disney strike? The animator, you should. It's one because it turns out Disney animators can do a lot of really because it was Disney animators on strike. They can do there's a lot of really funny signs, really funny signs that they did. As I like to point out, I'm oversimplifying things, but I'm going to point this out anyways. You know, you could argue that Walt didn't even really create Mickey Mouse. This is oversimplifying. I'm just doing this because I want to be mean. But you could the real guy who created Disney animation was a guy named Ub Iwerks. He's the guy you'll notice who actually directs who directs a lot of the early Disney cartoons is a guy by the name of Ub Iwerks. He was the one who was considered the genius animator. Really. Walt created Mortimer Mouse. Ub Iwerks created Mickey Mouse. There's a famous story, probably it's probably not real, but well, I'll say it anyways. There's a famous story about Ub Iwerks is that they were at a party together. And this kid comes up to Walt, and he goes like, "Mr. Disney, can you draw me something?" And he goes, Sure, kid, I'll draw you something." And then he hands it to Ub, and he's just like, "Draw the kid something," and signed his name on Ub's drawing. And they said that's the reason Ub quit initially to form his own studio. Now, admittedly, I'm probably oversimplifying things, but I want to be mean. Now, the thing with the union rules is I don't remember the exact rules, but I know that's part of the deal is that after certain episodes they get declared an official season. Don't quote me on those numbers exactly. I always feel bad because I'm like, don't quote me on those numbers exactly, but that's kind of yeah. Don't quote me on those numbers exactly because I don't know. I can't. I haven't. I'm just going off of what I've heard writers writers who wrote on those shows say. Yeah, take credit. Yeah. And plus, Coco Chanel was a Nazi collaborator, so getting very political here. Some politics have slipped in, Chewy. Some politics have slipped in my stream. I don't know. Okay, I'm really tired too. I think I'm getting. I political. I'm not political. I'm not political. I'm not political. We should. I would really think it would be really funny if somebody fucked up Trump's stupid parade. But yeah, I should probably go to bed too. Okay. Night, everybody. Bye. I have to stop YouTube.